can imagine that this is something that you wasn't expecting. The Max Headroom incident. Some of you are probably sat there now wondering, what the heck is this? Truth be told, I once asked this question myself when I came across this whole thing for the first time. Some long-time fans of my channel might recognise him from some of my older videos. In a nutshell, he's a fictional character who was the world's first computer-generated TV host. Okay. So what has this got to do with Doctor Who? Well, back in November 1987, on a Chicago TV channel WTTW, there was a repeat of the Doctor Who story Horror of Fang Rock, which originally aired 10 years earlier on the BBC. During the broadcast, there was an interruption in the transmission, and someone dressed as Max Headroom took over the television set for around 90 seconds. Nobody knows how and why this happened, but this is one of the most bizarre things that I've ever witnessed. What you're about to see is footage of the incident which occurred 30 years ago.
That is the only way to learn.
I'll get you a hot drink, miss.
Oh, I've done some dry clothing.
He's a freaking nerd. Chuck's worse than Jesus.
As you may tell, some of the stuff that the hijacker is saying here is quite hard to tell due to the grainy quality. Some of the things that he says and does are so cryptic and disturbing. I won't show the whole video. If you want to see that in full, then all you need to do after this is done, just type it in on YouTube, Max Headroom, Doctor Who incident. You should have no trouble finding the video in full then. One thing I will say though, towards the end, he gets spanked on the ass by another unknown assailant. As far as I know, there were at least 2 people involved in this intrusion. So surely they have been since identified and caught, right? Well, guess what? To this day, nobody knows who this guy posing as Max Headroom was, but he definitely made his point, whatever it was. Perhaps he didn't like Doctor Who. He just say at the beginning something along the lines of, "That's enough, he's a frickin' nerd." All the rest of the stuff in this, though, I fail to even understand what even was going on. And don't even get me started on the ending. Just thank God that it didn't last longer than it did. And Tom Baker came to the rescue and gave us all an explanation as to where Max went.
As far as I can tell, a massive electric shock, he died instantly.
So how do you all find that? Pretty weird, isn't it? Now, as far as I can understand, there have actually been some other incidents like this relating to Max Headroom. It may have probably been the same person responsible for the incident. So when you look into the whole thing in retrospective, you do realise that the guy who hijacked this station, so to speak, was quite messed up. But at the same time, you do wonder, how on earth did he even get to hack this place in the first place? Whoever was in charge on that very night, they must have not been doing their job right. Now, I won't divulge too much into this. Maybe I will another day, but seeing as these were the days before the internet came into fruition, perhaps we can sort of look on this as an early form of broadcasted practical jokes. We all see it all the time these days with rickrolls and the memes which people create for their own amusement. So, from what I gather, this kind of was like that back in the 1980s. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. All I can say is, whoever was responsible for the Max Headroom incident probably will never be found out. So, all we can do is just be left wondering what the fuck was going through this person's mind when he did this.
So that's my retrospective for this year's Halloween. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, goodbye. And I hope that you didn't get an interruption while I was watching this video. It would be very unfortunate.